Let's return to the assignments and take a look at how to add new assignments to this course. I'll go down to my assignments group and click the plus button to add a new assignment. I'm going to give this assignment a title. It doesn't need a due date because students will submit it in my web-supported course, but I do need to give it a point value. We'll make it worth 10 points, and then if I save and publish, that new assignment is created. Let's do that one more time. I'll click the plus button, give the assignment a name, give it a point value, and I want to point out another option here. You can click the More Options button if you want to go to the full assignment editing page. So now I could add assignment instructions here. I'm not going to do that for a web-supported course because students will be submitting this in class. I've already given it a point value. It's already in the appropriate assignment group. But let's take a special look at the submission type. When you create an assignment in Canvas for a web-supported course, you're basically just creating a placeholder for where you can manually enter students' grades. The only time that you would want to choose a submission type of online is if you are having students actually submit the work in LearningZone. So if you're having students take a practice quiz or submit a graded quiz in LearningZone, you would select online. But for any assignment that the students are submitting in class, you would choose no submission or on paper, either one, and that way the assignment just creates a column in the gradebook for you to enter your grades. I'm going to click Save and Publish, and I'll return to the assignments area, and now we have both of the new assignments there. Another thing to make note of is if an assignment is unpublished, it's not going to be displayed in the gradebook. If you want an item to show in the gradebook, it does need to be published. Now let's say you have students submitting a quiz in class, but you want to enter grades in LearningZone. Let's go to the quizzes group and add a new assignment. Now in the assignment type, you might be tempted to select quiz, but you're going to actually leave it as an assignment. And again, this is because you'll leave this assignment as a no submission or an on-paper assignment, and this just creates a column in the gradebook for you to enter your grades. If you actually create a quiz in LearningZone, it's going to expect students to submit the quiz in LearningZone. So let's leave that as an assignment, and we'll call it Chapter 10 Quiz. We'll give it a point value and save and publish. So now you can tell by this icon that this Chapter 10 quiz is actually set up as an assignment, but because students are submitting that quiz in class, that is correct. A time-saving feature in LearningZone is the ability to duplicate assignments. I'm going to go back down to my assignments group and click the Options button and click Duplicate. So it created an exact copy of that assignment and just added the word copy to the name of the item. It's worth the same amount of points, but you'll notice it's unpublished, so I'm going to go ahead and publish that assignment. And then I also want to give it a different name. So if I click the Options button and edit, let's call this one the Test Taking Reflection and save it. So now once you have one assignment set up, you can just continue duplicating it and changing the name, and that really saves a lot of time. Now that I've added a few assignments, let's go into the gradebook, and you'll see that the assignments I already had in the course that I had imported are there, but if I scroll to the right, I also see that those new assignments I just added are also in the gradebook now, which gives me a place to enter grades even though students are submitting these assignments in class.